Hello everybody! As with all things, very well planned to do. Updating the OS, updating the software, updating the setup, rushing to try and find a way back online. Managed to rejoin the event just as it started. So good morning, welcome back everybody. Hopefully this setup will work. It's all a bit experimental, new bits and bobs. Using a phone camera up there rather than the one I was previously using, so hopefully that's better. But today it's a bit of a trundle around the Yorkshire circuit. It is not it's not a race. It's a nice and steady one, which will hopefully do my legs the world of good, because they're just not there at the moment. But we'll see. Maybe this one will stay up as a live. Maybe we'll chop this one up as shorts and show what the ride is all about. This one is oh gosh, I forgot what the details on this one is. It's a Recon lap of the Yorkshire circuit for the ZWTRL Zwift Racing League. Oh, should have chosen a different top. Yeah, sorry if I stand up, that's going to be an unimpressive visual. It's just a couple of times around the Yorkshire circuit, and hopefully we'll enjoy our way around this one and have a nice little ride. As with everything, wasn't planned. I decided to jump on about 30 minutes ago. Finest Photoshop skills threw a thumbnail together, and then Zwift needed to update on my other laptop, so I jumped in about 4 minutes. Minutes? Oh, I'm already losing it. Jumped onto the ride a couple of seconds before it went off at the start. I believe I could have joined late anyway, but worried. So we'll tootle around, have a lovely go. This particular circuit around Yorkshire, there's a climb here. We come up, which is pretty close to the real life one. I grew up around this area, so have ridden up this hill a few times. It's pretty close. Then a bit of downhill, through some Zwift scenery, and then out through the countryside and back. Hopefully in the future we can get some people to come along on a bit of a ride with us, but I say unplanned. Haven't been on for haven't streamed anything for about a year, and it's pretty much a year ago. Became a late adopter of COVID, and it wasn't an awful lot of fun. So yeah, not a lot of fun, and a lot of things ain't been right. Not with that, but a lot of things, it's just taking a lot of time to get over things, and it's been one thing after another after another. Hopefully now, get back in, get back on, see where we can get to. The little me in the shot seems to work. We've got some actual lighting on today. I will have to set it off in a minute, because it is getting a bit warm. I don't know how many people are in this event. It's not a competitive. It's not a competitive event. So we're just going around really to get the site in for the racing league. Don't know how long it's going to take. I'll just tootle around. As I say, may leave this up as a live, or might chop it up to be a couple of shorts that might be useful for people, or no. I mean, let us know what you think. There we go. Got the first climb on this route. A nice little bit of downhill. And am I going to be able to use a feather for the downhill? Whew. Just how rushed everything was. Cup of tea's still a bit too warm. You don't need sports drinks when you're doing this. Cup of tea is the best way. And something that always surprises me with Zwift is this is a purely a Recon route. It's listed as such. It's listed as Cat D, which people of Zwift ignore. But there's somebody popped off the front and they're a minute down the line. Why? Never mind. Never mind. Now I think this thing on the microphone picking up a lot of fan noise, because I can just see it looks like the threshold isn't getting it. But oh well, it's all a bit of an experiment today. Using a different camera, a different microphone. Different screen capture device, because the other ones, well, I know it's in the house, but I don't know where it is. If it's in the shed, I'd understand it vanishing. Be hiding somewhere with about 10mm sockets and spanners, but it's in the house. Don't know where that went. So I had to pick up another one. Oh, having to is no problem. So after that bit there, we come up a nice little slope. This is not the steepest slope on this route. It's just a short, sharp shock. The steepest one I think hits 16%. Which can get you as a bit of a shocker. And then there you are. As I said, today is strictly a Recon ride for anyone who's not seen the course before, or anyone who has. So we won't be doing anything silly. Well, yeah, so what with these, instead I was using a different camera today, I'm actually using my iPhone. It's laptop's using it via Bluetooth. So if anyone won't know what that is, it's a community camera function in OS X. And it took me ages to figure out in the OBS documentation how to get it to work. It just bloody works. So let's just catch up with that group. overdone it, as per usual. So yeah, it just works. And then a bit of cropping, drop it in the bottom corner, and see how we get on. And for anyone wondering, it is Yorkshire tea. The other day I had to have one of them Thai food things. I want pleased. Times are hard sometimes, but not that hard. What's your favourite thing to drink while you're doing these events? Put it in comments. Yeah, a bit of a bouncy bit, and then here is right steep hill. And if I could reach to the laptop, there we go. Yeah, 16%. Much fun coming other way, not so much going this way. I am too big for these hills. Still carrying too much of last Christmas. And that creaking noise, it hit the chainsaw, it's my knee. Not good on the climbing. Yeah, I knew they'd pull away on the hill. That's alright. Recon ride. Got to say it anyway. There ain't no need to worry about that. Today's just about going around the course, getting a sight for what the course is, not for racing. Which is good because I ain't got it in my legs. If anyone does find this as and thinks, oh, them's big numbers, like the watts, they're not. But this is more about, let's see if we can get that heart rate monitor to work. For whatever reason that ain't working. Heart rate is about, let's see, about 140, 2 playing on. But yeah, back to the numbers. The watts per kilogram, none of that matters. It's just about showing you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And what you really should do is give stuff a go. You know, you worry about other people's numbers. That's what I'm trying to say. A bit downhill. Yeah, never worry about what anyone else is doing. You just do what you can. Find a group of people, stick in, enjoy what you're doing. Yes. I was thinking about this the other day. You can win a race, but it doesn't mean now. There's a whole other race starting in 5 minutes. So, you know, you win a race. Well, one of 60 people won a race this hour. But did you do better than yourself yesterday? Did you do better than yourself last week? That's all that really matters. You get on, whatever it is. Same for anything. You ain't racing against everyone else. You're racing against yourself. And as long as you do your best, that's all that matters. And your best will get better. Gonna have to take that off, I'm getting a bit hot. Apologies if the camera's picking up a lot of whirring and whining. That might be the trainer, or it might be the fan. I haven't yet dialed in the microphone settings for this camera, so it looks like, just from VU meters, that it's picking up a lot of noise. So we can try and improve that for next time round. But either way, you know, we're giving it a go. Hang on, let's see if we can do this. I wonder if that's any better. Oh yeah, that's falling right back down on noise gate. Let us know if that's any better. Using a different microphone, with different settings on it. It looks to be dropping down a lot quicker. I remember this drag in real life. I also remember last day I actually rode this hill. That was the day the Tour de France started in Leeds. And I went and watched them in Otley. So I cycled down through Harewood, across the official start line, cycled a couple of miles down the actual course of the Tour de France. Stage 1. 2014. Goodness me. It's going back some. And yeah, we watched them go through Otley. They absolutely thundered through. And then after that we watched them, we come round the back, come up into Harrogate, and got about half a mile away from the end, finish line. It's everywhere. The place were absolutely heaving with bikes. And then saw them come through there, just as they were starting to get their picking up pace for the finish. And Mark Cavendish unfortunately crashed in front of his own crowd. So yeah, remember that hill from that day. And on his own again. I got a little drag, I think a bit downhill, towards down turn, then back over the start finish line. There we go, around one more time. That'll be that. It's about perfect now. And for anyone wondering if the graphics are no good in this game, unfortunately I'm having to render it on an older laptop that's sat down there and display it on a new one, and then does the re-encode, upload the video. If anybody knows how to capture audio, system audio on OS X, whatever the newer versions are, I'd be very interested to know, because I've never figured it out. I think you can, but I could be wrong. Here we come. Around to the end of the first lap, and we're going to do it all again. So, there's the app bin. You can play Spot the Difference. Main difference is I'm on my own. Oh, got the anvil. App I've never had before. Up there. And that allows you to essentially add a lot of weight on the downer. Use that on the downhill section. Arrogant sound sensor. These buildings I don't think this. Around the corner, crazy junction, and up the hill. We aren't in a negative split this session. Just going to plod us way around. Enjoy a lovely natter. If anyone else has ridden this route, either in Zwift or in real life up in Harrogate, drop it in the comments. I do like to see them all. So hopefully I'll get back to putting something out a little bit more frequently. Beginning to feel a little bit like I can now. Might try cropping some of these up into shorts, because I put a YouTube short out the other week, and I've got a lot of views really for what it was. It take a lot of effort and he got a lot of views. I don't understand YouTube. Really, I have no business being on here. looks like we continue to increase our gap from the person behind. The person in front keeps widening the gap as well. But, yeah, this was just a recon ride, give you the option to ride the actual route, see where to put the effort in, see where not to. For me, the hills are always bad. So, ain't no good at them. So, my strategy, call it that, is to try and get into a gear where I can keep the pedals turning, try and get the cadence up a little bit, and just keep pushing it up, it don't crack before it's off. Shifting gears down so you can find something comfortable to push. So, almost at the top now. On the way down, we'll try that anvil power up. Again, really uncomfortable reach over to the laptop down there. I wish I put keyboard. Actually, I had one, but I was too busy messing around with updates and stuff. So if anyone has any comments about improving content or what they'd like to see, just very open to suggestion on that. If you'd just like me to ride the routes so you can see what they are and say nothing, I'm happy to do that. If you want me to do, I'm hoping to get back into doing a couple of races soon. There we are, we're at the top, and hopefully do some crit races, which I do really enjoy. They are absolutely not what I'm good at. I really enjoy them, so I do. Power up did not last very long. No. Downhill is downhill. And today we almost demonstrated the late join feature. Many Zwift events will allow you to join late. The default setting seems to be 30 minutes late. The seems to happen when you do join late is you get placed in the middle of the pack. Pedal assist for a bit while you get yourself going, and then you're back in. I don't know how that. I don't know how or if that applies to races. Doesn't seem very fair. You can join 30 minutes late and get placed, but I haven't tried the mechanic out myself. Again, if anyone knows, let me know. Route rides, that's fine. You join halfway through. Whatever. These like Recon rides, join halfway through, not a big deal. But in a race, here you can join halfway through. This wasn't the top I was looking for. The long sleeves are not my friend. It is getting far too warm. Even with just down here, big 24-inch workshop fan. Could do with another one that side. Oh dear. Dear me. They're keeping an eye out over the next couple of weeks. Going to start to put something out. They're going to try and improve the quality and the content offering. If people want to join in, all the more fun. It would be in this shape actually. Also, YouTube for some reason suggests most of the viewers are in the States. So, given that, I might try and put something out more in their time zone. Right now it's either right early in the morning or middle at night. I don't know about you, I don't get up and think, go watch some bloke on YouTube struggling. So, we might try and put some stuff out, maybe pre-record stuff rather than do it live. Probably go down better. This is the bit I always refer to as round back, at the back end of the course. Steady climb up. This left-hand turn. Going up, bit of a rolling hill. One of the steepest climbs. I think it's probably top 3 steepest climbs in Zwift, but this one's very, very short. The radio tower in Watopia is about the same steepness, but an awful lot longer. That one saps your will to live. When you accidentally do a route, you think you got up to the top of the mountain, and it goes, you've got to do the radio tower. I don't want to do that. Let's enjoy this bit of flat, bit downhill. We've been a right lot of chat in the messages to that. Been any. That's when folks do chat. Looking at my meters on the screen, this microphone's better than the other, so I think we'll stick with this one. The other one's picking up way too much noise, falling back, so I think we'll stick on this one. If I ever find that other video, HDMI video dongle, mystery is where it's gone. Probably hiding somewhere alt 10 mils. And here it is, that right, I've missed it. That's it, technique, try and get the cadence up, find a gear, try not to get bogged down. And it's happened. Not got to use the granny gear yet. Getting close. Oh, yeah. You can tell the difference in my fitness. I'm getting bogged down. You see the RPMs are falling. For me, that ain't low, but there we go. Starting to climb again as it gets a bit easier. Ooh. So just got to nip round. Couple more legs. Come on. Our lad come up to us the other day because he's got a joke for us. Now usually his jokes are fairly terrible. I didn't know good chances for a funny one. But he comes up to me and says, "What kind of dog can do magic?" No. He goes, "A labracadabra." He runs off giggling, so that one's actually made me chuckle. Right, I've been a bit quiet there. Quality content. Not. But there you go. Yeah, my legs are not what they were. If you see previous content, I have been knocked for 6. Just a little bit heavier than I was. It was never any good. With a bit of effort, I could get back where I was. And inspired by some other YouTubers doing a similar thing, I'm going to attempt to win a Cat C race. Cat C is where I should be. Never made it to Cat B. It looks too heavy. So, Zwift categories work on your watts divided by your weight. That gives you your watts per kilogram. And being a bit heavier, it penalises you a bit. So if you can drop a couple of kilograms, it could become really quite competitive. Hopefully, fingers crossed. In the mix. If we can get the fitness back up there where it needs to be, hopefully Yeah, be competitive in a Cat C race. In the old days of Zwift, temptation would be to drop down to a Cat D and just sit on the front, get out and win the event. But that's now, in most events, rightfully not allowed. They use something called category enforcement. So you, in theory, should be competing against folks that are about, similar. Before all that came in, you've got people who should be competing Cat B, competing in the Cat D races. It made it not fun for anyone. It's one thing getting beaten by a peer, somebody who's as good, a little bit better. It's another thing getting beaten by somebody who should have turned pro. So I wonder, for these people who do that, what's the point? You should compete at your right level. You win or lose, it doesn't matter. But if you can beat down multiple grades, why? What's the thrill in winning at that point? It's like, I don't get it. I'd far rather be beaten honest against folks where on a good day you'll get it, on a bad day they'll get it. If everyone's about the same, it's the best race. I just don't get folks doing it that way on an online thing where there's another race in. You start another race every 5 minutes. There isn't a point. No kudos in it. Oh, I won 3 races yesterday. I get it. If anyone does, please enlighten me as to why. I don't get it. But enough people do it to convince it is happening. The Zwift have engineered mechanisms to try and weed it out. It must be a problem. But why do folks do it? Yeah? Don't get it. Don't get it. My legs are getting tired, so I'm getting philosophical. I'm not deep thinking when I'm not tired. I think now but rubbish when I am tired. Anyway, come on legs. Up this hill again. Bit of a downhill slope. Turn left. Cross the finish line. Go for another brew. That's what we're looking for. Empty that one. So come on. Had to make it that quick and all. There's still a tea bag in the bottom. Now I ain't gonna put this screen to anywhere. If anyone has found it, and has watched it and has enjoyed it, if you've got any feedback, let's have it. If you think it's rubbish, there's a button for that. If you think it's good, there's a button for that at all. But without feedback, I'm just going to keep plodding on doing what I'm doing. Which may or may not be good. I'd say you've got to make 100 videos on YouTube before you get any good. But we have a long way to go. If anybody else stuck with it this far and wants to try the platform I'm riding on, it's a platform called Zwift. I think that's in the description. I enjoy it immensely. take my slightly earlier rant about and ponderance about people competing in the wrong categories. It does kind of ruin it for everyone. Because you want to go in and have a good ride and know that if I'm having a good day, I stand a chance. And if everyone's having a good day, you're going to be vying for it. As opposed to against some national champion and you're doing your best and they just pull away. It's not much fun. But anyway, if anybody does compete down categories deliberately, just so they can win, please tell me. I'd like to understand it. Here we go. Last corner. Across the start finish line. And that's this recce done. What I do know is my legs are tired. 410 metres of climbing thereabouts. Nice little circuit. I'm not the fittest I've been, but I thoroughly enjoyed that. If you have been tagging along, thank you very much. I don't do a regular release schedule because it's not how life works. But if you've enjoyed yourself tagging along, come back again. See you on the next one.